Hi, hello everyone, and welcome to something quite different than I usually play. This is me building my own apartment in Sims 4, and this is the first time I did a speed build, and yeah, I felt like trying it out to speed build, so I was going for something that I recognized, and it was my own apartment. So, currently I'm living on the third floor, and I decided to start off with a balcony. But I noticed that, yeah, the placement got a bit weird, so I decided to switch the balconies a little bit. And just to make things easy, we have really white walls in actually every room in our apartment. So I just put some white walls up. And the first room I'm gonna do is the living room, and I'm trying out some different windows, but I still don't think that any of them actually fit for our house. And carpets, we have a kind of thick carpet with it's white with some black dots, but there weren't any black dots available, so I just stuck to a white carpet. And here I'm trying to... This bench for the TV actually fit kind of nicely. Looks pretty much like the one we have, but ours is wider, so later I'm gonna try to make it wider with move objects sheets. And now I'm trying to find something to place stuff on in front of the window. But yeah, now I'm turning on the move objects to click objects together, so we can push everything a little closer together, because Sims doesn't really let you put things close together, and that's kind of bad, but that's why we have the sheets. And here we have a thing that's not really a part of Sims 4, but it's called a kakelugn in Swedish, and yeah, I couldn't build it in Sims, so I just filled the wall up. And now I'm testing different sizes of the house, because I felt like it got too big, but later on I will discover that I totally forgot our bedroom, so I will make the house a bit wider again, I think. And the room that I started building on now is the office, and this room that I'm currently recording in, where my computer is. And in this build you will notice that we have a lot of plants in our apartment, because we like plants, and yeah, there aren't that many that can be used in The Sims. I could have downloaded some modded plants, but well, I didn't want to get mods just because of this one build. And then we have this weird thing in our apartment. It's a little triangle shape in the building. It looks kind of nice. It has windows, so that's why I'm sticking some windows in there. Unfortunately, they will look kind of different from each other, but yeah, in reality they of course look a bit more natural and not so stuck together. Oh, and you will also notice that our living room will be kind of dark, because we don't really have that many lamps in there, but yeah, it gets cozy, and doesn't really matter to me, but it looks kind of weird in Sims maybe. So here we have the new building I opened up. There will be our kitchen and our bedroom, so that's where the drawer will be going. And this is our dining table, but we rarely use it. It's mostly for when someone has guests, we have guests or something, when we play board games. So our dining room is, well, it's placed there, but we don't really use it. And here's for our little corridor. It's very small. It's maybe not even 2 meters big. Yeah, and that awful red painting isn't really looking like that. It's a poster from Amelie from Montmartre, and it's a Japanese poster. I think I can look up for some image so that you can see what it's actually supposed to look like. But yeah, it's not a big red dude in glasses, but it was the closest one I could find. So, and here we have a wardrobe with mostly crap crammed inside. And here we go for the most important part of the apartment. No, this is where I will put my desk, and this is the desk, and my computer will be placed here. I use 2 screens, and I really enjoy using 2 screens. But I couldn't really put 2 screens on this desk, so yeah, I have to stick with 1. And there I have a mirror by my desk, and it's actually leaning against the wall, which is kind of dangerous to have a mirror leaning against the wall, but yeah, it just stands there. And the cat spends a lot of time in here, but he haven't really have any accidents with the mirror yet. And yeah, we have a lot of wardrobes in here, so I crammed some in the corner. And now I'm trying to find a carpet. It's kind of the same that's in our very small corridor between, but yeah, it's a lot bigger than that one. And this is my girlfriend's desk. It's not really that it doesn't really look like my desk. It's very white and very clean, and mine is brown and old. It's from my I think it's from my grandfather actually, so it's a really old desk. And yeah, here we have my girlfriend's well, things that she has by a desk, some clothes and stuff. And now I'm trying to look for, yeah, she has some cosmetic stuff by the desk. And now I'm trying to move things more exactly to my wanted position, but they don't really want to stick to where I put them, so you have just have to live with it. Now I'm trying to pick some paintings for her, because she also has paintings above her desk, but yeah, they don't really look like what she actually has, but those were the closest ones. And for this corner next to my desk is a cat tree, but since I don't have Sims for cat and dogs, I couldn't really find a cat tree, so I took the one that looked mostly like our cat's tree, and yeah, it's that what is it called, sun clock. And yeah, kind of weird to place it there, but that's where the cat tree is. And of course we have some plants there by the TV, and some fan, and we have of course another plant. And then I'm trying to find if I can get some blinds here, but they don't really fit that well, and the curtains looked too yellow, so I didn't want them. And this is kind of floor that I have in the living room, and this is kind of floor that's in the corridor. It's a hard stone floor in the corridor, and this is a bedroom, so I'm gonna build it. And our bed is, I think it's a bit wider than what it looks like in the game, so that's why I'm gonna put 2 beds together and make 1.5 bed, because that's more like the size we actually have on our bed. And now I'm placing a lot of things in front of the windows, so it doesn't really matter that I made the windows that with the size, placing them together. Yeah, and this is where I'm trying to get the correct size, the correct width of our bed. And just another thing to put plants on again, because plants are important, right? And then we have this random chair. That's just like in our actual apartment. We have a chair, I think it's even 2 chairs from the dining table, that it looks kind of crammed when we have all of them there, so that's why we place it in the bedroom instead. And it looks kind of weird, but That's what it is. And I actually think that the bedroom will be the most lit up room because of the bed lights, and we don't really use the bed lights lit up any time. But yeah, it's getting really light up in here, and that collage of art didn't really look that great in game, but it looks better in real life. So you just have to imagine that it looked better. And for this wall, well, we have even more plants, believe it or not, and a mirror, and some artwork, and that now I'm trying to figure out what artwork should represent my album. What is it? What do you call it? It's an album poster for Plastic Tree, and yeah, I couldn't really find anything that matched it, so I just stuck with that one. And there we have our very small bathroom. At least I think it's very small. It doesn't really look that crammed in the game, but I can promise you that it can get kind of crammed in there, because we have a really large cat toilet in there, and yeah, it's not really a litter box because it's more than a box. It's kind of a little home for the cat as of now. But yeah, I couldn't get in the game because I don't have cats and dogs. So I just placed this thing in there instead, and there we get some things to place there. I noticed afterwards that I forgot about smaller towels, but yeah, I think you can live with that, not knowing where all the towels are in the bathroom. And now I'm just checking out very quickly about the house, getting some roof on it. And I'm not really gonna bother with the rest of the house, because, well, I have no idea what the other people's apartments are gonna look like. And here we have the entrance. I'm thinking of how big it should be and where to put it, but yeah. I'm just looking around and placing things in the kitchen. Our kitchen is kind of big actually for being a kind of small apartment, but yeah, I think that originally, or in the apartment underneath at least, there is a dining room and the kitchen, and in this apartment we have a bigger kitchen instead. So we have this kind of island thing, and then the fridge is actually inside of the wall. I think it's kind of common in Sweden, but yeah, we couldn't really do it in game, so I was trying to look for some cool solution for that. And then I have some top shelves as well, and yeah, it looked kind of weird trying to place these, but yeah, I tried my hardest to get to the things that looked most likely that are like our kitchen is. And we have the top shelves, and we have of course even more places to get our plants, because we will place a lot of plants. And here's the tricky part. I'm trying to place a coffee machine on top of this table, but it's too small, so I have to look for another table, and that won't have it. So that's why it looked like that. And here we have our very small clock, and the thing on the wall will actually represent a world map, because we have a great map of the world in our kitchen. But weirdly enough, Sims doesn't really have a world map, so I just have to I just stick with the thing that looked mostly like a world map. And then we have this weird golden sun. I'm trying to look for different things, and we have yet another table, and this table is not really used by anyone. We just have it because, well, it would look kind of empty without it. So, and in the kitchen we, not really right now, but in the summertime we have a lot of plants, a lot of plants we're trying to make ourselves. We're trying to grow some own stuff, but yeah, now it's winter time and we can't really keep them alive, so we don't have as much plants now. And I'm trying to make something look like dirty dishes, but yeah, that's what I stuck with. So this is the entrance to our apartment. I'm trying to look for some shoe placing, and we have yeah, I'm trying to look for, I guess it's a furniture by these. Yeah, this is like electric stuff, not really a fire alarm, I guess it is in the game, but yeah, it was some electric part. And then we have another mirror by the bathroom door, and a little thing to sit on, and even more paintings, and these don't really look anything like in real life, but I guess they were the closest ones. And I'm trying to, yeah, this is where we keep mostly snacks and great stuff. Snacks and cereals and nuts and stuff. Yeah, and I'm getting close to the end. I'm trying to place even more plants, because we do love our plants. So I'm just gonna cram in a lot of them by these windows, because there are a lot of them. And now I'm just fine-tuning the details here. Looking around the place. And I'm gonna go a slower tour when I'm done. And this is the final piece, I guess. Here we have it. My final piece of art. This is our apartment. It's 88 square meters if you're wondering, and if you're counting in meters, but yeah. It's, I wouldn't call it cheap nor expensive, it's just like meh, it's kind of normally priced, I guess. And the plants are clipping through the wall, but yeah, ignore that. Here we have the bathroom with no carpet and the entrance, and let's just walk inside of it. Hello, you're at Jiglet's house. How are you doing? Welcome. Do you want to maybe hang your stuff up? Yeah, place it here. That would be great. And then we can maybe look into our wardrobe. Oh yes, very nice. And maybe we should take a look in this kitchen. Yes. This is my kitchen, and look at this beautiful world map. Oh, gracious. Oh, we can get some coffee, or maybe microwave something. Yeah, you want that? Sorry about the wall, I just walked straight into it. And there we have fridges and some plates. Our plates aren't really placed there, but yeah, I had to place them there. Maybe you don't want to be in the kitchen. That's okay. We can walk into our office, I guess. Wow, you're in my office. And this is where I sit right now. Amazingly. And I don't really have a painting of some house. I have a painting of some wild horses running in the snow. Oh my god, that sounds so amazing. And this is my girlfriend's desk. She's sitting there very quietly now, because she doesn't want to disturb me. Yes, this can be kind of like an ASMR episode. Yes, and this is the bathroom. Yes, very nice bathroom. We don't really like the floor in here because it's very red, and we don't really want red floors in our bathroom, but I guess that is what Builder want, and they didn't want to renovate the bathroom, so I guess we'll have to stick with it. And this is where the evenings are spent, by the TV. Ah, the great TV. And I'm trying to film the balcony here, but yeah, it's really small, so I couldn't really film it. And this is where we would get our guests, and we have our gorgeous lit up bedroom. It's so bright in here. Usually it's not bright because we sleep in the darkness. What? Cool, right? And this is the entire thing. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I don't know if I will make any more Sims episodes, but yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed it, and comment. Do you like my place? I guess that's it for now, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.